you have to compare that herbal with a standard treatment, meaning maybe two sets of patients. You give one the standard treatment and you give one this herbal product, and you monitor them. When you are going to monitor, you have to use some indices. Is it a viral load? How many viruses you can find? Is it this? Is that? So you use some indices that you can monitor with time. For COVID, for example, the viral load should be decreasing. So that is clinical trial or efficacy study. When this will have been done, after, of course, when we will have approved the protocol, the applicant will bring the results to us. And we will make sure that international best practices were observed, the data is robust scientifically. NAFDAC will have gone to the clinical trial site to know that the environment where the patients are being treated or given this for clinical trial, that the environment is good, that the people that are doing it are qualified. All these things we have to have in our record.
Well, we have joining us for more on herbal solutions to COVID-19, Dr. Chidozie Okoye. He's a pharmacist, legal practitioner, also a certified counselor and homeopathic physician. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perhaps another day I'll pick up how indeed you were able to successfully get all of those titles. But then, we're talking on the issue of COVID-19 and then herbal solutions. But I'd first like you to talk a little bit about homeopathy. If someone is just hearing this for the first time, the pseudo-scientific system of alternative medicine.
Pardon? Come again?
I'd like you to talk a little bit about homeopathy, which you practice.
Okay, yeah. Alternative medicine, of course, is the opposite of conventional medicine. So we have traditional, complementary, and alternative medicine. Traditional medicines are the herbals, while complementary medicines are the ones that you can use with the conventional medicines. Alternative medicines are the ones you can use in place of the conventional medicines. And these can really play a critical role in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, they have been
traditional medicine.
Traditional medicine, traditional, complementary, and alternative medicine, all of them go together right now. There are a lot of remedies that have been developed by several researchers. Some of them have been submitted to NAFDAC. Some are still yet to be submitted. And of course, the federal government is really interested in development of homegrown solutions to tackle this COVID-19 pandemic. So a lot has been done from Plateau, from Edo State, from Lagos, from East here. So for homeopathy, there are a lot of remedies that can be used to manage the symptoms of COVID. They act as immune boosters. And it may interest you to know that the federal government has set up an expert committee for evaluation of the protocol, for evaluation of natural remedies, herbal remedies, and then complementary and alternative remedies. So we should explore them. They are homegrown. We cannot always be relying on our international partners to come to our aid. So that is my own position on that.
And also, we heard the NAFDAC professor, DG, talk about how perhaps COVID has also given Africa an opportunity to really explore as much as possible herbal solutions, not just to combating COVID-19, other viruses and other diseases as well. But in terms of what you've seen, in terms of, the listing, I mean, she said that some people were giving listing, that it also goes beyond that. There would have to be clinical, they have to pass the second approval, which is the clinical stage. Why do you think some of these herbal suggestions, propositions haven't met up to the criteria, and so that, it can be widely used as a drug or solution?
Yeah, the truth is that clinical trials are expensive to run. In the light of this pandemic, if the government is serious about developing homegrown solutions, then the government should provide funding for some of these research institutes to carry out clinical trials on our homegrown remedies. The individual researchers can hardly do it. The universities, some of them cannot afford it. The government should step in, either through the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development or through the Nigerian Medical Research. Even NAFDAC itself. NAFDAC can sponsor, if the government assists it and gives it funding, it can sponsor some of these clinical trials. There are many remedies that have been sent to NAFDAC for listing, but NAFDAC will always tell you, okay, it's for cure. It's for managing maybe the symptoms of COVID-19. So I send it back to the government to do the needful, provide funding. Sincerely, if it is done, we will see that there are a lot of herbal remedies, a lot of alternative remedies that can be used to manage COVID-19. And the pharmacists are ready. They're ready to partner with the government. The NIPRID is there. The Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria is there. The Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria is there. All of them are ready to partner with the government. But the funding, because in the light of this pandemic, should be provided by the federal government.
Dr. Courier, I want to also get your thoughts. In terms of the hopefuls, what exactly exists? And this is herbal solution to COVID-19. Some of the recommended solutions we've heard of include consumptions of raw onions, garlic, onions mixed with salt. We've heard so many things, the dogoyaro leaf, the Christmas melon. Tell us, in your opinion.
Yes, those things are the foods that we have traditionally been eating in Nigeria and Africa. Most of them are immune boosters, boost immunity, and of course, you know that if your immunity is strong, you will not contract most of these viral infections and other bacterial infections. So it's good that people consume them. They help to boost immunity generally. And so we encourage it. Even the NCDC and the international health organizations, they encourage that people should eat food that will boost their immunity. But when you already catch the infection, then you have to follow the protocol for managing the infections. So we advise Nigerians to eat some of those vegetables, fruits, and other immune-boosting supplements that we have in Nigeria.
Finally, Dr. Okoye, is there still a long way to go for a herbal solution to COVID-19?
No, really. It's already here with us. You see, there are smallholder researches that have been done by different researchers, by different organizations, by different universities. There's a recent one from Alpha Babalola University where they developed some herbal remedies for managing the symptoms of COVID-19. And I read from the media that it has already been tested in the United States and found to be efficacious in managing the symptoms of COVID-19. There are a lot of other ones There's one developed by an organization in Edo State. There's one developed by my friend, Professor Wanang, from Plateau State. There's one developed by Reverend Father Arazu. So there are a lot of them. Some have been sent to NAFDAC for listing, some still not yet listed. But the thing is that for the remedies to be said to cure COVID-19, according to the NAFDAC DG, they have to go through clinical trials. And so the remedies are here. It's now left for the government to do the needful, providing funding, let us go through these clinical trials, and finally certify that whether they can cure or not cure COVID-19. So
Hopefully, Dr. Chidozie, you can join us again. I wish we had more time and join the conversation. Thanks a lot. He is a pharmacist, a legal practitioner, also a certified counselor and homeopathic physician. Thank you so much, Dr. Okoye, for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Well, we have more on the COVID-19 updates when we return. Please stay with us.